What's happened? Guards at the gate are in a right old panic.
They're saying Twinside's gone.
Please, a piece of fruit, a crust of bread, anything.
Good to see you again, friend. With all these rumors I've been hearing about the Dominion, I half thought you'd be lost to us forever.
You'll buy something, won't you? Please. Before the flies get at it.
I'm sorry, but at those prices...
Congratulations on getting your trader's pass back. I doubt we'll be having any more trouble from the rapscallions involved, now Elle's taken them under her wing.
I swear to you, it was right there on the captain's desk. Drake's tail. Gone.
Gods! What does this mean for the war with the Empire?
I showed you my pass. What more do you want from me?
Let us through, damn you! Open the gates!
Enough, all of you! We're under orders not to let anyone through, no matter how much you gripe about it.
Just between you and me, we lost contact with the forward camps a while ago. Till we know more about the situation in Twinside, the gates are staying shut.
I haven't sold anything in days.
Me neither. Little call for plates when there's nothing to put on them.
I see you've met with Master Cyril. I too serve the Phoenix, my lord, though in an altogether more lowly capacity than the bearer of the Burning Quill. I came here to conduct inquiries into the true history of the sins of Zemeckis. That a great tragedy occurred is evidenced clearly enough by the scars left on the land. But who is truly to blame, man or God? His Grace suspected the latter, and so I was sent here to investigate.
Oh, it's you. Hey, next time you see Goots, tell him we won't go back to stealing. Marcel's keeping us too busy to even think about it.
What's happened? Guards at the gate.
If you're thinking about leaving for the Crystalline Dominion, you're out of luck. They've closed the checkpoint, even for those of us with traders' passes. Not that I'd recommend heading that way. People are saying they've seen smoke rising over Twinside, and infernal beasts roaming the Crystal Road.
Who needs a porter when there's nowhere left to go?
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Then we'll have to find it, and fast. We cannot let this chance pass us by. Do you have any fresh water? The well's been all but dry since the skies changed.
Barely a drop left for myself. Oh, looks like I'll be making another trip to Chedra's Thread.
Tell me, traveler, do the other villages of the realm suffer as ours does?
with black clouds above and starving stragglers below. Not so very long ago, moneyed merchants would scatter their coin like seed as they passed through this place. Ah, would that it had taken root.
Has this wine turned? Or is it my stomach?
Tastes better if you don't look up.
What's happened?
This inky shroud does not portend ill weather, alas. I fear it is the harbinger of something far worse. Has mankind strayed from the light of the heavens once more? Are we to be punished for our sins, like the denizens of Zemeckis?
This guy's getting you down, girl. It's all right. We've survived this long, haven't we?
What I wouldn't give for a hot meal.
Would that we had anything to give.
Looks like this is the end of the road for us.
When are they gonna let us through?
I don't know.
Did you see it too? Lights in the sky over the Dominion.
I did. Is it war, do you think?
If we're going to do this, we'll need help.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges, which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chaidra's Thread, past Leitney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it. Pass through Leitney's Cleft, and you'll see what's left of Cashlock down in the valley.
Oh, you're a friend of the Crimson Caravans. And by the look of you, I'd say you were the help they told me was on its way. Cashlock's just down there, if you'd be so kind.
This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
I think that's the last of them.
I think you're right. Let's head back to Boklat. Is something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive, don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then. Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dharmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans. This could well be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
It's only a matter of time before the army agree to our terms. We'll see.
Were it not for the Undying's aid, I would be long dead. Grant them your trust,
Did you see the pair that got hauled into Tyre?
My Lord Marquis, I heard about Eastpool. That some of my fellow Guardians are to build a new home there, both for themselves and for Madame Martha's bearers. Is it true?
It's true. The village is to be rebuilt.
I have many fond memories of Eastpool. When I was a child, we would visit my aunt and uncle often. They would lavish attention upon me as if I were the son they never had. I went to see Aunt Hannah after my uncle passed away, but not nearly as often as I should have.
Oscar, I'd like you to assist Sir Wade in the rebuilding efforts.
But my lord, my training is not yet complete. I couldn't possibly.
I warned you I might not be the easiest of masters, but I'm not as hard-hearted as that. Go. Be with your aunt. Rebuild her home. Is what she would have wanted.
Yes, my lord. Thank you, my lord. I will not forget this kindness, my lord. I shall go to Eastpool, but as soon as the rebuilding work is complete, I promise to return.
Is a storm coming, Sid? Will there be thunder?
I was wondering when next you'd visit. I have a few new notes that might interest you. You wish to study the tomes? door to the shelves shall ever be open.
You ever see the sun again? Canvas walls will not hold the Akashic Horde for long.
There's barely been a shipment in since the skies started bombing.
Tell me you saw it.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Come to claim your just desserts? All yours. All done?
Are we even safe here?
We've sent Cursebreakers to Martha's Rest, Dalamil, and Northreach. Hopefully they can help maintain the peace. Or at least a semblance of it.
Bring out the bearers! Let me and my mortar purge them of their sin!
You'll regret doing my mother's bidding.
Hold still!
Let's try. work here is done.
Still alive, are you? Go on, then. It'd better all be here. Is that all?
Sounds like thunder.
You're late. We're starting to think you'd stumbled off a cliff.
I seem to recall that was you, Gav.
Good to see you. Any trouble on the road?
Nothing we couldn't handle.
I knew you'd come.
Is that who I think it is?
Yes.
Allow me to introduce my brother, Joshua.
Clive's told me all about you. Or even listening most of the time. Name's Midadol, but everyone calls me Mid.
My lady.
Hey?
My boy.
Uncle Byron.
It's really you. I never thought I'd see the day.
So these Akashic are being controlled?
That's what it looked like. Empty eyes, eerie blue glow. No doubt they were turned, but silent as monks, every last one of them.
Your man here speaks true, Clive. We saw more than a few in the city. They moved in ranks with a purpose, and not of their own.
Ultima's doing.
Perhaps.
What of the city? The people?
Dead, mostly.
Mostly, but not all. A handful managed to lock themselves in their villas before the Horde arrived. Some in the Merchants' District to the west, and a few others on the far bank.
If the Akashic stumble across either hiding place, a few bolted doors won't hold them for long. We need to find them. And quickly.
What do you propose?
We split into two parties. I will make for the Merchants' District, while you look to those across the river. Mind keeping an eye on my brother?
Not at all. We find the villa and try the servants' entrance.
Understood. And what of us?
Mid, is she fit to sail?
The ship, the Mithril engine could probably do with a few more tweaks.
Then you better work fast. Even if we do reach the survivors in time, they'll never make it to the hideaway on foot.
You leave that to me.
See that Mid doesn't get herself into trouble, would you?
Think I can manage that.
I'll keep him safe.
Looks like you stuck with me, Byron.
That's Lord Rossfield, you little gutter snipe!
Shall we then?
And you keep Clive safe.
Be careful. Both of you.
You too.
All right, Torgal. Let's find those survivors. They don't stand a chance against those things. Fuck.